Hello guys. So last episode we learned about what is the difference between self-employed business or self-employment or a business and a job. So I just want to reiterate why I started making this video. So I'm currently working with a lot of interns which are helping me with event management in my own business. But I have figured out one thing that a lot of interns have very limited knowledge and they just don't know which direction to go. Maybe they are not sure whether they want to do their own startup, or they want to learn the skill set so that they can do a job, or they can have their own learn a skill and then get self-employed. So this is where I thought that there is a need where I can put my inputs and give you all some information on that. So in the last episode we just had a distinction between the three ways of making money, or the transaction, how the money moves inside the market. But we also need to understand the different skill set which is required at different levels, because even if we are talking about a business, for a business it doesn't run at one singular level. For any business to function very appropriately, there are different layers on which the whole business is structured on. To give you a better example or understanding of a business, I'll just help you with a human body. So in human body, we have the outest layer as skin. So whatever we touch is like the outest layer of our human body. Similarly, the outest layer you can consider in business is executives. So the person who execute the event or he execute the work is an executive. The second layer you can say are blood or veins, something which is structured just one layer below the skin. You can consider this as managers. The third layer you can consider as muscle, to control everything, because blood veins supply to the skin, supply the nutrients, the water, everything to the skin, and muscles are structured in a way that blood veins move around that. So here we can consider as officers, which come on the third level. And the most important you can say is a fourth important is skeleton. Here in officer you can say it's as a director. And even more important than skeleton you can say is a neurosystem, like brain and other neurosystem or organs, which is like the innermost layer. Here you can say it as an investor or a funder, or somebody who has invested the money. So do you think that if these things are at 5 different level, then do you think that same skill set will apply for all 5 of them? Because whatever skill set you need to learn for executive, first thing is that they will be easily available in the market. That means those skill set will be easily available in market and you can learn and you can grasp them. The manager is something which you need to first become an executive, learn those skill set, and then apply your experience of how smoothly to execute the event. That's where a manager come into place. Officer is a complete different tangent altogether. Usually a person who is a good executive can become a good manager, but beyond that you require something which are different skill set. At officer level you need to be very much organized, or somebody who has a very good logical reasoning, or somebody who has a very good skill set of time management, somebody who has a very good skill set of drafting different structures. That means here he needs to have his own intellectual to understand the problem and to research what is the problem and to come up with solution. So here you require problem solving attitude, which you cannot learn from experience or which you cannot learn from executive. It needs to be a quality which needs to be developed in it. So most of the people, they only from executive get promoted to manager, but they never get promoted to officer or director or investor, because they don't have these skill set. And to develop this skill set, there is nobody to tell them that you require a separate skill set if you really want to become an officer. After officer is a director. Now director is somebody who has a clarity, or who knows that in which direction if we move, somebody who can guide people, somebody who is good teacher. He is somebody who is good teacher, somebody who has a very good clarity, somebody who can draft and express the plan. So this skill set is like a person who is also a visionary. Somebody who has vision, somebody who is very good at explaining, somebody who is very good at drafting, somebody who is very good at you can say understand the market, understand the real scenario, market analysis, somebody who understands movement of money, somebody who can do research, somebody who can go visit and understand things, somebody who has more insight on the business, not just outside transaction. So these kind of skill set is what a director needs. I'll give you an example. Let's say Rohit Shetty is a director. So the only credibility or only thing which make him distinguish from the person who is executing the production and the direction is, production is a guy or the company which executes the direction. Whatever is the direction, it needs to get executed. So there is another management which does the execution of that direction. So the difference between director and production is, production are good at managing stuff. That means if you tell them that this needs to be done, they can plan it in such a way that it will get smoothly executed. So there is a different level of planning which is required for execution. So these three people does the planning of execution, but not the planning of concept. So what is planning of concept is something which director does. So director is a person who has a research and analysis that his audience is what type of audience, what type of info they want to consume, in what percentage. Let's say in this movie, how much percentage should be romantic scenes, how much percentage should be you can say attack or fighting sequel, or how much percentage should be a storyline. This is something which he has understood. He has understood his audience. He has understood that his audience likes to watch these things in this certain ratio. So he tries to maintain the ratio and the quality of the content. So that's something is a very insightful thing for which you require very good understanding of market. That means continuous study of market is what is required. And the last is the financer or an investor. So investor is a guy who has experience of putting money. He is good at money management. He is good at resource management. He knows that I have X amount, and he also knows that he understands what is the business module on a bigger scale, and he also understands that which person if I hire as a director, and that director can guide, or that director can then recruit officers and managers which will execute the project. So he is very good at communication skills, he is very good at money, he is very good at understanding who to trust on, who not to trust on, he is very good at understanding the proposals. So whoever is coming with the proposal, the projection, every proposal has a projection, and the projection consists return on investment, that is ROI. So he, when presented a data that this is the industry, this is the business module, this is the plan, and this is the result. When any director or when any director comes and propose to an investor, he has very good experience of knowing where the money if put will gain 2x 3x, or the money will get wasted. So he is very skilled, or he is very aware about the market firstly, and the flow of money. Maybe he is not very good at knowing the audience, but he is very well aware that if I invest this much crore or this much lakh of money into this XYZ film or XYZ project, and if the content is like this, and if I have a distribution channel like this, he knows that what all are the elements which are required, and he just tries to assemble it. He doesn't try to do the work, he just find the right people to do the work, and he is very good at finding those skill set, finding those people, and then making a wise decision whether that person can deliver or he cannot deliver. So these are the different type of skill set which are required. For an interns, you cannot be an investor, because if you are investor, first of all, you cannot be an investor because interns are usually kids or youngsters which are anywhere between 18 to 24, and they are either coming from a background where their parents are either doing job or their parents are self-employed. If you have a big business guy, then your father himself will give you the technique and hand over you the business, and he will tell you the strategy, and he will give you the algorithm on which he founded the business, like a formula, a secret formula. But most of my people will not be coming from that background. They will be somebody who just finished the graduation, but they don't know where to go, and they mostly will fall into a category that either they want to do their own startup and they don't have a funding and they don't have a direction, or they want to find a good job in which they can be happily and peaceful. So in the next video I will give you a comparison between these 4-5 levels and the different type of way of making money, that is self-employed, employed, or businesses, and I will give you an overview on whoever wants that particular path to follow, how they can develop those skill set, and by following which steps they can gain more experience into their chosen field. So I will make that in the next video. Thanks a lot.